jank ass lenses. Alright troops, it's your dad. Welcome to the Video 8 Vlogs. Today we're going to talk about cheap lenses. So if you've got one of these old retro camcorders, maybe you use it to film skateboarding, or it could be other things, and you're looking for a fisheye lens that won't break the bank. Popular option seems to be Optica lenses, which vary in price from £50 to £100. If you're not willing to spend that much, I've got a solution for you. These are the most dirt cheap jank ass lenses that you'll ever see. This one cost me a penny, this one cost me about £2. They're both more or less the same. They're a two-part lens. Let's get the caps off. Stubborn little bastard. It's a two-part lens. So that's your wide angle and that's your macro. Macro's for close-up. You can use that on its own, but that's got an internal thread, so there's no way to screw that on the camera without that, unless you do what I did. Of course you could go and buy an adapter, but that means spending money, so kind of defeats the purpose of why you bought that in the first place, if you're like me. So what I've done is, I bought a second one and I've modified the macro lens, and by modified, what I actually mean is I've took the glass out of it completely. So that's basically a spacer now, so that screws back on there. So we'll put these on this camera so we can show you the difference. This will just be your normal wide angle, and this will give you your actual fisheye effect with your VIG and everything. Just a little disclaimer though, if you're paying a penny, £2, even a fiver for a lens, then you can pretty much guarantee that you're not going to get the best quality that you would get from a more expensive lens. This is just a cheap workaround so you can get the 90s skate edit, fisheye aesthetic sort of thing. Chances are if you're doing this, you're not all that worried about the quality, because it's always going to look worse than your modern HD cameras and things like that. I'll show you a wee comparison between these two lenses. You see my dog Leela lying on the bed. She's a good girl, aren't you Leela? The standard lens, pretty narrow angle, which is kind of standard for back in those days. So we'll go for the unmodified one. Let's put this on here. You can see more of the bed, probably more of the room. I'm just looking around, checking and making sure that the place isn't a total mess. As you can see, it increases your field of view quite a bit. Don't get an awful lot of black around the edges. Let's take this off. I'm going to pop the caps back on that just to keep it safe. We'll get the modified version onto the camera. Try and do it without cross-threading it. Last thing you want is to bust the threads on the camera. So now, with this, you can see pretty much the whole black inside of the lens, and pretty much opened up the field of view so you can see everything around you. So when you're close up to the skater, you can see them close up, but then you're getting a wide view of the alignment of skating. I think that's enough of the techie jargon bullshit. Let's get to the test footage. Oh, he's getting moves!
Skate me up that. hear that?
Your last sales Avon.